have a alias. Like, I don't like referring to people by their normal names. Like
Ethan, yeah.
I don't like saying Ethan.
Sandcrawler? Just call him Sandcrawler.
Sandcrawler. Sand dunes.
Bantha.
I'm out of focus. I don't care that much. I don't care. I'm not gonna even look at it.
No one looks.
Okay. All right.
Focus looks fine. You just got the light right on your face.
Well, I'm not gonna get up, move it.
Don't touch it then.
I don't do things. You tell me do things.
You tell me. You're an cookie.
I do have a fucking control though. I do one of these deals. I get amber. Oh. No, it's not the light. It's like it's focusing on your bitch ass face.
Do I need to be back here?
No. I'm just gonna do one of these.
Smack box thighs.
Why are we?
I need candy or something. I need a Tootsie Roll or something.
Dude, Tootsie Rolls suck.
Tootsie Rolls are so underrated.
They're like the most generic bitch ass candy that there is.
No, they're not. By the way, if you smell a pack
it's like
of
the average. It's been the same fucking thing since 1920.
classics. Do you like the Cowtails?
I haven't had one of those in fucking.
Yeah, I like Cowtails. Those are the old ones.
You talk about Tootsie Rolls, you might as well have candy corn and circus peanuts, dude.
I like those too.
Fuck that. That's not candy.
Yeah.
That's like a artifact.
I'm gonna challenge you. Every time you go somewhere and you come across Starbursts, smell them.
Smell like the package?
Smell the box they're in, smell the bin they're in, it's crayons. They smell like crayons.
You know, I always thought that about Volkswagens.
Yeah.
The upholstery of a Volkswagen
Yeah,
smells like
especially like the
crayons.
mid-thousands Volkswagens, they all smell like crayons.
Fucking Beatles. I get in there, I'm like, I want to draw a goddamn portrait now.
I just want to make a Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. All right, hang on. I forgot to turn the music on.
Mortal Kombat. Is that how the... Pretty sure ghosts and goblins and... Uh-oh, bye.
Ghouls. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
It's coming out of the wrong thing. Hang on. There we go.
Woo! What?
Do you like that little remix at the last episode?
What? What?
Was it at the beginning?
What?
Oh, yeah, because we were like rhyming, doing some.
All right. I don't know what that buzz is from. Oh, it went away. I didn't do anything. All right. I don't know if anyone's in here yet, but here we go. End stream. Is that what we do first?
Put the chat on.
Oh yeah, let me get my screen share too. My bad. Hold on, please. Sorry.
Pause.
Faulty. You know, we do it like what, once every other month in person, so I forget things.
What exactly?
I forget.
Just click chat overlay.
I'm not talking about that.
Alright, fine.
I'm talking about this. And now we're ready to go. Stop. We're going to do it all again. Hang on. You know what? Actually, you know what we're going to do? I changed my mind. We're going to do it like the olden days.
Okay, kids, let's go.
There has been an awakening.
That was pretty good.
Ooh, good.
Hello, what have we here?
You guys are so
We
funny.
vibing, subscribing, Death March.
Holy shit.
shit. It ain't C3 penis
Man, I'm
face,
parched.
R2
Gotta
dickhead.
drink that death.
Hello there.
Drink that death.
Drink that death.
Drink that
Liquid death. Drink that death. Drink that death. Liquid death.
Take a nap.
Liquid death. Drink that death. Liquid death. Drink
Good
that
day,
death.
Galaxy. Rogue Squadron podcast.
We're here in person. I like your phone being green. I'm jealous.
It's a case.
Is the phone green though? They have a green one.
No,
We're talking about Mopar's iPhone real quick.
no, it's gray.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind then. I don't care that much.
Smokehouse gray.
They did come out after, like, a week after I got this
Yeah.
fucking blue monstrosity. They came out with a green
Yep.
version of it, and I was like, God damn, I want that instead.
Yep.
Green's in, dude.
Baby mama has one, the green one.
I like green. I'm glad you guys are an iPhone family once again. Makes me happy. You don't care that much.
It doesn't really matter to me.
I don't care that much either. It's just I joke about it. You're the only person I text that had Android, I think. So it was bothering me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, now you know, dude.
Yeah,
the more
it's-
you know.
There's pros and cons to both of them. So
Yeah, dude,
and technology-wise, they're so close anymore. So it doesn't really matter to me.
it's all the same shit, man. It's just got a different skin.
Good day, Galaxy.
No one gives enough of a fuck about either or.
Canceled. Everything's canceled.
Everything, dude. I'm about to rant tonight,
We're
dude.
gonna rant a little bit, but also get really fucking excited about Marvel.
Oh yeah, dude.
Still
So,
slaying.
yeah, man. San Diego Comic-Con was last weekend, so we have. I'm actually happy that I think we rescheduled this one, so it gave enough time for all the fucking Marvel news to come through, and then also the KOTOR remake news, which we'll talk about as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, lots of stuff coming out of Comic-Con. I think I mentioned a couple weeks ago is Marvel. It's sneaking up the list. It's in my top 5, but like, how high is it gonna go? How high is Marvel as one of my favorite franchises gonna become? It's getting up there.
I mean, the only thing it's truly lacking is nostalgia, and it still lives in that a little bit with Spider-Man and shit like that. But
Yeah, the cartoons, dude.
yeah, but Spider-Man they've played out.
What does
but-
that mean to play us out?
What do you mean?
To play us out.
No, Spider-Man's played out a little bit to play us out.
I got you.
We'll do it live.
Every time you think it's played out, though, they come back harder and stronger.
Hard. Yeah, it's
Like, I did not expect them to pull out the stops with No Way Home, and they did. So now it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Spider-Man's overdone, but I'm also like, when's the next movie?
Yeah. No, I feel like Phase 4 has clearly been a transition period, and they've been kind of either killing off other things or introducing. They've done a lot of hard resets. Well, you saw in Spider-Man,
Yeah, dude.
and Doctor Strange, and then Loki does
Yes,
his
sir.
madness stuff. So I'm excited to see where it goes. I was never like, I like Thanos, but I didn't really know anything about him.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're going, like you said, Kang the Conqueror, which I still don't know anything about, but
Yeah, he was only in there for like a second.
but the one I am interested in is Doctor Doom. I think they're introducing a Doctor fucking Doom.
Dude, and with John Krasinski as Reed Richards, I'm very excited for the Fantastic Four. And obviously he can't roll in unless the Fantastic Four rolls in. The problem is that movie is coming out, like a year before the new, like, Avengers that they announced?
Wait, what?
The Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't think there's enough time for Doctor Doom to be, like, the next big villain.
I think they're already. He's already slotted, and I don't think he's going to be the big one. Kang's going to be the big one.
Right. And
but
then
like the
maybe
immediate.
Doom will come up after that. or
No, I
something.
think Doom's going to be before that. I think Doom was going to lead into Kang.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, because I was never huge on.
I mean, I don't know really either.
Like, I have a weird nostalgia for the Fantastic Four, but I don't know a lot about the lore, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I like them. But isn't Doom supposed to be like one of like the all-time Marvel villains? So I feel like he deserves a little more of a ramp up time.
We should just search him up because
I'm not gonna do that though, dude.
he's supposed to be just like a technological genius, but and that gives him the advantage over everybody because he starts like cloning himself, and then he's in multiple spots at one time. And
it's Palpatine.
Basically.
Wait, I got
Doom
one. I
is
got
a-
one for that.
Doom is an anti-hero.
Hello there.
No, that's not it.
And,
No, that's not it either. Hang on.
I have a bad feeling.
No,
I have
that's
a bad,
not it. No,
I have a
no,
bad
that's not it
We're
either. Hang on.
lost.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Somehow Doctor Doom has become part of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I mean, chat's saying Doom is an anti-hero, though. I thought he started as an anti-hero, and then he became a villain. I don't know. Of course,
I guess we'll find out.
None of it matters because of the multiverses. In one universe, he could be a fucking anything. He could be a fucking dog groomer in one of them.
That's very true. Yeah, if he has evil dogs, you know. Or
Rusty.
evil dogs to
Rusty the
take
dog.
down the superheroes.
Yeah.
Superhero can't kill a dog. That's not allowed.
This never happened.
I don't think so. So, you know.
Yeah.
What up, Witch Hunter? What up, Plug House?
It is weird to
What
me
up, Matt?
that for some reason Thanos never hit with me. Like, I think he's a solid villain, but when I like compare him to like Darkseid or something, I always feel like there's something demonic about Darkseid, whereas Thanos was just like, hey, it's just too populated, let's cut everybody in half and we're good to go. And it's like, that's not even like a villainous thing. Like, clearly he was going to be killing a lot of people, but it was more of like a,
Oh, he did kill a lot of people.
from a certain point of view, as we saw in Falcon and Winter Soldier, a lot of people actually were like, hey, our lives are better off.
That's the fucked up thing about it. That's why I love that small element in Falcon Winter Soldier. Says a lot about why I love the MCU.
Exactly.
I feel like Star Wars is scared to go into that territory.
But that's the territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will
Like,
fight.
hey, this psychopath destroyed literally half of everyone in the universe, and it's, you know, he was right.
Some people made out. Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up to think about.
Yeah.
So on Thanos, like, while I do think Infinity War did a great job of introducing him and all of his backstory and like giving him a real purpose, I think they definitely could have kind of dripped him in a little bit. Like, he was in a deleted scene or like a post-credit scene, like twice maybe.
Wait, Thanos?
Yeah, but he never really showed up in a movie before Infinity War to say like, hey, we're introducing Thanos, here's the deal. Now, people that already read the comics and they know what the Infinity Saga is, they knew what was coming. But for me, it was just like, oh, who's that purple dude with the glove? I don't understand.
Yeah, and I was never I was never extremely happy with how Thanos looked. I never thought he looked bad, and I thought the CGI was on point. I just wasn't like,
It was great, I thought.
I think more of just on the surface. This is what Thanos looks like. I'm
Big
like,
purple dude?
yeah. But then you'll put like Dr. Doom. You could put fucking Spawn next to him and be like, no, that's the bad guy. I don't care about Purple Hulk. Like, give me Darkseid, give me Spawn. Like, those guys look evil.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's why he wasn't demonic enough. He wasn't evil enough. He was just like, hey, I think this, and now I'm a villain. And you're like, well, kind of.
Well, I think that makes it, I've been reading a lot of history stuff lately, and I think maybe that's what makes it creepier. It's just like, here's a problem, and in order to solve it, we have to do some really heinous shit. And I'm just going to have to go ahead and do it because that's what has to be done.
Yeah.
And like, that is almost scarier than like a monster.
But it's not.
I think it is.
Yeah, but you could be doing all that as a demon too. There's a layer that I feel
I don't know
like
if they don't think it's hard about
yeah,
it.
I think there's just
He's running calculations and shit, dude. He's got an abacus and
I'm just saying Thanos is not my favorite. I loved the stuff that he was in. I loved what he did. I thought it was definitely crazy movie worth.
That's all fair to say. I'm with you.
But he's just he's a little lower on my villains. I'm not even sure he would make my top 10. Like, just general villains of all time.
Across
I'm not
all
sure.
franchises.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna have Vader, Palpatine up there.
Palpatine not anymore. No.
Joker's gonna be up there.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Somehow he got out of my top 10 list.
Rose is gonna be up there.
What?
Oh, that would have been cool. Yeah, Dormammu. Like, there's those entities. What's that other entity that was in the Loki thing that was killing people on that murder planet?
Oh,
Where all
that
the
big fucking like mist dragon.
Yeah, Atreyu or something.
Atreyu, I think it was.
Abacus.
I wish I had some fucking like death clock sound effects over here. I don't know what else is in the board, but
I mean, at this point, they could do. I mean, it's kind of hard to make just like a mystical cloud an enemy. I mean, I thought they did well with it in Loki, but it does have to be a humanoid, unfortunately, for us to like.
yeah,
relate.
not even a humanoid. It's like it needs to be someone with some motivation. That's
Yeah.
why I said he's a little creepier than a monster, because sometimes a monster is just like, oh, it's just a monster. It just wants to scare you or hurt you. But when it's someone that maybe started as a hero, and
Yeah.
started as a hero. What is it? You die as a hero or live long enough to see
If you
yourself
live
become
long
a villain,
enough to be old,
to be Palpatine. It's creepier because then they have some actual motivation. You kind of almost like in the back of your mind, you're just like, oh, I kind of feel for him. Maybe he's right, but also go Avengers. They have to stop him.
well, that's. I mean, look at what the Joker movie did. We could.
Yeah, exactly.
We understood the Joker, which is the craziest thing.
Yes.
He's a psychopath murderer, and we're like, nah, I kind of like That makes sense. It makes sense to me. And you're like,
shit's fucked up, man.
he just murdered.
Shit be fucked up.
See, so I'll put it. This is probably the best way I can explain it with my feelings on Thanos. Thanos is on the same level to me as Steppenwolf in DC. So there's Darkseid above Steppenwolf.
That's fair, and I think if you looked at the hierarchy from what I've heard from watching YouTube review videos,
That's
that
closer.
would be accurate.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a big giant villain called Mephisto, and there was a theories for like a year or two that everyone's waiting for Mephisto to show up.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that must be Mephisto, but he never has. So I think Thanos is kind of one rung below the ultimate,
I mean, it's pretty impressive.
or maybe two rungs.
He did what he said he was going to do, and he
Yeah.
literally went on vacation because of it, and then they came and chopped his head off, and you're like,
just hanging out with the rice patties, dude.
that's
Just trying to cook some breakfast, and Thor comes in, cuts his head off. That was rude.
yeah.
What an opening, though. That made me. I was so happy with Endgame. I was so happy.
The
It's a feat.
beginning of Infinity Wars, or no, is it Endgame?
where they killed.
They
Chop Thanos.
clap. They clap at the end of Infinity Wars.
Thanos snaps.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, the beginning of Endgame is it's heart wrenching.
It was a wild
The dude's
ride.
family disappears, and then they're like, okay, well, let's go kill Thanos, and they do it, and then they're like, well, everybody's still dead. We
Yeah,
gotta
because you
fix
go
shit.
into Endgame and you're like, oh, obviously they need to, find and kill Thanos. Like that's going to be the culmination of the movie, and then it happens in like the second scene. You're like, fuck, dude. Well, now where are we going?
Gotta fix it.
And then they start all the time travel stuff. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
wild and crazy.
I still, if they can do all this somehow without time travel, I would. That's what I would prefer. But I know it's impossible.
Well,
Even
look at it this way: time travel is just one of multiple ways to tap into the multiverse.
I know.
Different civilizations have different methods.
There's no rules when you start adding in time travel because
There
then
are
they just.
a couple rules. There's some rules.
There's literally no rule. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, if you break the rules, then you start to break the
It's already broken.
multi. Well, that's because they broke the rules. That's what I mean.
Well, now then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Because
That's my
Loki
point.
escaped with the goddamn thing, created a branch.
Listen here.
Were you imagining you had a sound?
You can't break the rules.
No rule breaking. All right, let's. You want to pull up the phase, goddamn, or you want to ramp
Yeah,
about
phase-
Star Wars first?
No, phase 4.
Marvel phase 5 and 6.
I thought did they even say anything about 6? I thought they were wrapping up 4.
They teased. They teased 6. Yes.
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, let's go to GameSpot. I trust them over Forbes. Let me share this goddamn screen real quick, friends.
I'd like to see the phases laid out as well, like all of them.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody has. I just don't know where to find it.
What's your favorite phase so far? Even including the new ones. Are you more excited about the newest stuff or?
See, I need a overview. I don't want this article. I need a picture of all of them. God balls. Just show me. All right, let me just go Google image search.
Show me your tots.
There we go. There we go. Okay. So phase 4 is almost over. Phase 4 ends with, I believe,
No.
Black Panther.
Yes,
At
which
the
is
end
later
of this
year.
year.
Yeah.
And then it kicks off with Ant-Man Quantumania. By the way, if you're just listening to this, just search up the Marvel Phase 5-6 thing. You can see the image or watch us on YouTube, etc., etc. So, here you go, Mopar.
Yeah.
Kicking things off. So, this is all Phase 5 here on the top.
Loki Season 2 is going to be fucking balls. In a good way. It's going to be great.
You're going to be tripping balls watching it.
Exactly. Okay. So you're saying 6 is going to kick off with Fantastic Four.
Correct,
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sure this is not the end of it.
No,
They're
I'm
just
sure
kind of teasing like the 4 or like the 3 main things.
Well, look, they even have the times spelled out in between them. So that'd be shows and stuff that they'll fill in between.
Yeah, they just haven't filled it in yet. Yep.
Shit.
And so, yeah, we're going all the way through Phase 5. That's going to take us through 2023 and 24. End of 2024, Phase 6 kicks off with Fantastic Four, which I'm very excited about. And it culminates with Avengers, another double feature, whatever you want to call this. So Avengers, the King Dynasty, May of 25, and Avengers Secret Wars, November of 25.
Jesus.
I would bet anyone $100 that Secret Wars gets pushed back to the following May. They're going to do it a year apart like they did with Infinity War and Endgame. I bet you.
I'm going to say something
I bet money.
pretty bold right now.
Yeah.
Phase 5 is going to be the weakest of all of them.
Well, I think Phase 4 is the weakest because we're in it right now.
No, I like Phase 4 a lot. Phase 5 seems pretty weak on the surface as I go through. I mean, I'm excited about Loki. Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty excitable.
Wait, no. Dude, all right. Ant-Man. I know you're not a huge fan of Ant-Man.
Mediocre.
But
yeah.
now that they've tapped in the quantum realm, we're going to
doesn't-
get some... I'm so fucking excited about that shit.
Yeah, I'm just comparing to the other shit that we've seen and or that we got ahead of us. Secret Invasion is going to be weird because I think that's
Skrulls.
what?
Skrulls. The green dudes from Captain Marvel. The shapeshifter dudes.
I thought. Oh, okay. I thought that was. I'm on different fucking wavelengths. No, you're right. Okay.
Darth Revan.
I was
in
thinking
Secret Invasion.
Manhunter or whatever. That's DC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're in a different universe,
Yeah.
dude.
Guardians is gonna be fun, but
Guardians would be cool, yeah.
it's still just Guardians. It's
Loki, you just said, was going to
Loki,
be
I am.
goddamn awesome.
I am
Blade.
Loki. It could be really good. I don't know.
Fucking with Blade, dude.
But you see what you're trying to do is you're trying to hype up Blade, Guardians 3, and Secret Invasion.
Well, I didn't hype
I'm
up
looking
Secret
at
Invasion,
Avengers ahead of us and Fantastic Goddams.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's going to... All I'm saying is that I don't think Phase 5 is going to be the worst phase.
I do.
I think we're in the worst phase right now, and it's still not that bad.
Dude, you're way off your rocker, dude.
Dude, you
You're
talk
way
shit
the
about
fuck
Miss
off.
Marvel 100 times.
I have not talked to it.
Yes, you did. Last time, I was like, Miss Marvel wrapped up. It was good. You're like, fuck it. I hate it. I'm not going to watch it.
All I said was...
Pull the clip. Someone pull the clip.
Jamie.
We don't have a young
This
Jamie.
is how it went. You said something about Miss Marvel, and I went, yeah. And then you're like, what? You hate it? I fucking hate it?
No.
Pull it.
Dude, you mistranslating yourself.
You're underestimating me.
What?
Misunderestimating. What else we got here in Phase?
It's all weak.
5?
It's fine. It'll be good because it's Marvel. It's all leading up to
I will
this.
give you, like, I don't know anything about Secret Invasion. I don't even know what Echo is.
or
I
Ironheart.
can't say I'm excited
or
about an
Thunderbolts.
Agatha show. So I will give you that. It seems weird. Ironheart is like the new Iron Man.
What?
Yeah, it's a young girl. She's friends with Black Panther's sister. And I'm assuming she's going to become the new Black Panther.
Are they gonna do a Tony Stark's daughter? Cause she got
No, it's not. It's just some
she
other...
got snapped.
No, she didn't. She's still alive. She's getting cheeseburgers and shit, dude. She's still alive.
I thought that was the whole.
Even if she had gotten snapped, everyone came back, so it don't matter.
I thought that was the whole thing, though. He gave up his family.
No, he died.
Well,
so
I
that
know he died, but
he couldn't raise his daughter.
that was the thing at the beginning of Endgame. Like he had to.
No, you're thinking of Hawkeye.
No,
Hawkeye's
I know
family
his
got
family.
snapped.
I know his family got snapped, but
What are we talking about today?
snapping.
Anyways,
I think my
someone
brain
is picking
snapped.
up the Iron Man mantle with Ironheart, and she's going to be introduced in Black Panther.
Gotcha.
People are excited about Daredevil reboot.
Daredevil's mid to me. I like him. I really do. I thought the series was fun. It was actually a better series than I thought. It's Daredevil. He seems like a B-lister. Like,
He is.
Like
Yeah, he is.
Iron Fist or all the Defenders. It's like,
Yeah, they are.
yeah.
But if they fucking bring Punisher back, I'm here for it all day.
See, that's where you swing and a miss for me. And I know I should probably like Punisher more, but I just don't.
It was really good.
I don't connect with the Punisher at all.
And then new Captain America. So Falcon as Captain America now.
Yeah, that has potential.
And then Thunderbolts, I don't know anything about. It's supposed to be an anti-hero thing.
I'm
So like people like Punisher and
I'm picturing like the dog superhero from Bolt. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
pardon me.
Is that Thundercats?
Thunderbolts. Let's just look it up real quick.
Anti-hero. Okay. I'm for it. That's all I needed to see. I love anti-heroes, so that's fine.
So
Except
here's
for
a
Punisher.
Picture. Oh, you fuckers, dude. Stop clicking links. I don't recognize a lot of these people.
Wait, is that
besides
Dr. Doom?
Dr. Doom. Yeah.
Oh, then I will like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
That's it. I'm actually, after seeing this, I am wicked hyped, bro. Is that?
This is fan art. I don't think that's a real thing.
Yeah, but still, it's the Thunderbolts. Is that Red Hulk?
Yes. And that is gonna show up. I don't know what his name is.
Swamp Devil.
I think it's gonna be in She-Hulk.
Oh, see who's all the way to the right?
Vision. Yeah.
Ghost of Vision.
Zemo.
Is he Wi-Fi
The
Vision?
bad Captain America. Scarlet Johansson, Black Widow's sister.
Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah. There's potential here, man. And Punisher could come back. All
Okay,
those guys from
you-
Netflix could come back.
You won me over with one of them.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
because I
talking
am. I'm ready for that.
about. Okay. We can do that. We can talk about it.
I mean, it better be great considering it's the last one of Phase 5.
Yeah, I can't imagine they would end an entire phase on like a weak point. So I think Thunderbolts is going to be like
Wicked awesome.
wicked awesome, man.
But let's see, it's gonna start goofy and shitty. Quantumania.
You're so anti Ant-Man, dude. I don't know why you hate him so much.
I don't.
I mean,
don't,
it's fine.
I don't really care for him. It's not that I hate him. I just don't.
Yeah, that's
It's weird because I love Paul Rudd. I just
He's
don't.
cool.
I don't really. Whatever.
And then we got, I guess, a third of Phase 6, a fourth of Phase 6 planned out. Fantastic Four, and then 2 Avengers movies. Yeah, man, I don't know what they're going to do with an entire Agatha show.
See.
But I also don't want to downplay it because, like, I saw the trailer for Miss Marvel, and I was like, what the hell is this? And then I actually liked it.
But-
so I don't want to
but
talk too
liking
much
it
shit
is-
too early.
Not liking it and being up to the par of Marvel is very different, and then being great in Marvel.
Well, here's the thing I think we have to realize is that there's a wide spectrum.
Yeah.
Like, they should be able to do... I don't want to... Again, even like you said earlier, like, Daredevil is like a B superhero.
Yeah.
But there's still stuff to enjoy with Daredevil.
Sure.
And people still like him.
You're not wrong.
So they can do that with shows and shit.
You're not wrong.
At least they're doing it. At least they have a plan. At least
You're
it's fucking
right.
laid out and
You're
they told
right.
us what they're doing.
I'm just saying, my hype level is much lower on this entire list for Phase 5. Now, that doesn't mean that not any of this is going to be bad, good, or
I
you know.
can understand that.
I just don't know. I know Loki's going to be great, and Guardians is going to be funny, and that's it. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not,
All right.
and now Thunderbolts is higher on my list.
Well, we'll see if we can change your mind along the way.
you don't have to
dude.
change it. They just have to prove themselves.
Enhance it. Enhance your mind.
Update, download. Yeah, I mean, regardless of how I feel, at least I know these movies are going to be made.
Yeah, I mean, they might get pushed a couple months or a year, but they're definitely going to come out.
Remember when they tried to do this with Star Wars
And,
and they laid out a calendar of releases?
I do. I'm not going to say that I know how to run a multi-billion-dollar international entertainment company, but they really just should have fucking sucked it up after Solo performed poorly, quote unquote, and just kept with the fucking plan. They should have just fucking went with it. Whatever, dude. I'm pissed about it.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, you notice also in Phase 6, like, they've only given us 3. It's not like all of Phase 6 is already planned out.
Right.
I mean, that's a couple years down the line. They got to
When does Phase 6 end?
November of 25. 3.5 years from now.
That's not.
Or is that a 6 or a 5? I think it's a 5. Yeah.
I can't really see it. It's pretty small over here. That's much more recent than I expected.
Yeah, July 24, November 24, spring 25, May 25, May 25.
Wait. Okay.
Maybe. Am I wrong? Someone in the chat tell me if it's actually 26. It's hard to goddamn see this resolution.
It's 20. It says 25.
Ay. The multiverse.
Oh no, you're wrong. It says summer of 25, and then under it says summer of 26. So it does. It probably goes through 26. Because up top it's right above there. Summer. Unless they're releasing 2 things this summer, I guess that makes sense.
I think they are.
All right.
All right, guys, 24. All right, so by the time Phase 6 of Marvel is over, we might have a new Star Wars movie.
But 25 is not that far away. Look at all the fuck they're doing in 3 years.
Yeah, man.
Dude. I don't want.
know.
I'm not harping on it, even though I am. It's bullshit. What is this? There's 15 titles here, and they still don't have 8 more of them. Secret Invasion Beyond of the Sculptor Act of 1312. What the fuck are we not doing? All of it.
Earmark that for the podcast title. It
God.
might be run out of the character limit, though.
Jesus.
1312 Part 1 Secret Fuck.
I don't understand the difference between the two.
I mean, well, here's something to think about. So, like, Marvel is obviously pulling from existing material.
Yeah.
And they're adapting it. And they're fucking around with it, but it is all from existing material.
Right.
Now, for a dork like me, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I feel like in Star Wars, they have made a push to do all new stuff, but it seems like the fans just would be happy with repurposing Legends material.
But
and I'm conflicted on that because like
made...
I want them to go to new territory and explore, but
name one new thing that they've created. Name one thing unique to the Disney era.
Started that way with the sequel trilogy.
No.
Yeah, dude.
She's a Palpatine.
Well, she was in 2019, but she wasn't in 2015.
Nah. But see what happens? Even I know there's good stuff in there. Obviously, I love Star Wars. Kenobi was great, but it's still fucking Kenobi. They're not groundbreaking. It's like, let's take these characters we don't know.
I'm talking what they. If you look at all of the shit from when they started in 2015, sequel trilogy's new. All the books are all going to be new. Resistance era,
but it's not.
All the Galaxy's Edge stuff is all based around a new thing in the Resistance era.
Galaxy's Edge, maybe.
It's all First Order and Resistance.
It's not like they're starting from scratch. They're pulling from old stories.
X-Wings and TIE Fighters.
They're pulling from old stories. They're pulling these characters.
I feel like I feel like it wasn't as prominent at the beginning.
Maybe, but look where we are.
I know. I'm saying maybe they went that way.
They're doing the same thing. They're pulling stories that were written, and they're like, well, we got to make it our own. So they're tweaking it all a little bit, which is what they're doing with Marvel.
But they should just lean into it and be like, okay, we're going to do a KOTOR movie. We're going to do a Bane movie. We're going to do fucking...
I agree. Believe me.
Chancellor Valorum before Phantom Menace.
I want new shit.
Plagueis.
We've all wanted new shit. And what have they given us? Nothing new. And even when they did, like to your point, they tweaked it back and made it old again. And you're like, well, I thought Snoke was going to be cool.
Yeah.
But nope. I thought Rey was going to be brand fucking spanking new. Nope. I thought Hux was going to be a badass. Nope. Look at all these series. But look at all the series we're coming out with. Guess what? Brand new.
You think it's
Kenobi.
You think it's our fault?
Yes. It's my fault.
Not this podcast fault. I'm just saying us as fans.
We
as Star Wars fans can never be on the same page.
But the thing is,
we're like, I want new shit, but this new shit is so different. I want the old shit.
No.
I want the old shit. Oh, you just made the old shit. Come up with new ideas. That's like the cycle that we go in.
No, it's new shit. You need to come up with new shit.
It's been 84 years.
Sorry, I just gotta throw that one in every once in a while.
My thought is, look at what they did with the prequels.
Yes.
It was brand fucking new. I don't care if the story was written or not. It was a glaring difference.
George doesn't give a fuck. That's why.
But that's what Disney needs to do is zero fucks, and they give too many fucks because of you people like you and me. It's just like, well, don't listen to us. Stop making Star Wars
have
movies.
To make the money first.
I know, but
That's why I think. All right, here I'm gonna throw a bone to Avatar, even though I couldn't care fucking less about it.
Okay.
Is that James Cameron is in a point where he's like, I'm making what I want. I'm in control of everything. I'm seeing it from start to finish. I'm funding it, and it's mine. So like, no, if it takes me 12 years to make these 4 movies, like I don't care. I'm gonna do it the way I want.
To reinforce your point, look at the Snyder Cut. Let me do what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah, but
with
even
this.
that took them putting out the wrong one first, and then 6 years later.
But look at that potential.
True.
If they say, "Fuck the."
Yeah, we believe you. Make this fucking art.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was saying off of Cameron. Cameron's in like a unique position the way George Lucas was. Is like
I feel like you're just talking about some dude named Cameron.
Cameron, turkey sandwich. He's like he made Avatar.
Turkey mustard.
No, but James Cameron and George Lucas and there's a couple other directors that are just like, I have fuck you money. I don't need anyone's approval. I'm just going to do it this way, and that's what we're doing. Are you along for the ride or not? And like with that comes brand new material, and you know the prequels get shit on all the time.
Yeah,
they're not perfect, but at least they were original, and that's what Lucas has always been pissed about with the Disney stuff. Is like
he didn't even try.
Right.
And that's my issue. There's still even though we're going to be talking about KOTOR revamp being potentially canceled. I know it's just put on hold. They're still fucking making something old new again, and it's like, guys, get a fucking writer in the room. Get someone. I know we always joke about it, but Drew Karpyshyn can write a fucking book. Grab someone like him that is passionate about Star Wars, that wants to drive the train for 30 minutes.
What was it in 2003 that they were able to do that and hit the right formula of like, it's in the universe, but it's all brand new stuff, and everyone loves it. It's hailed as like one of the best pieces of Star Wars content ever. Like, what was different in 2003 that they could do that they can't do now?
It's brand new characters. They have not.
No, but I mean, why are they scared to do that now?
I know.
Whereas in 2003, 5, 8, whatever, they were doing whatever they want.
There was. I feel like there was a heyday.
Yeah.
Right. There was a pocket right there that everything was new.
It was.
Nothing character-wise felt familiar. KOTOR, who's Revan, Malik, Bastila. Even you go to the battlefronts and you're like, dude, what? Utapau, what the fuck am I fighting on? This is awesome.
Mostly prequel stuff, yeah.
I know.
I'm just curious. Like,
the ships were all fucking brand new. All that. I know we discussed that last episode or something. They just said TIE fighter, change the color, brand new, and you're like, I like it, but that's not what I was really thinking.
Back to my point, what I was trying to get at as far as the sequels being new era, new stuff, is I feel like they started that way.
Yeah. No, I agree.
In 2015, without a solid plan for where the rest of the trilogy was going, I feel like Rey was a brand new character.
Yeah.
Like, she obviously, was modeled off of Luke, like similar background, but like, that's a new character.
Yeah.
Am I right? I could be missing something, but I feel like
I think she is probably the unique one that I don't think she was hard based off someone. Like, clearly Kylo was based off Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Solo, but I don't know. I don't really have the answer. The biggest question is why is Disney scared? They made their money back. They're holding this golden nugget, and they're not cashing in on it. They're just holding it, and they're Kenobi, and you're like, dude, you know what you could do with that golden nugget? I'm pissed more at the potential. The potential and the false promises. Yeah, those are the two glaring things. So whatever. I am looking at another picture here. Namor. Do you know who Namor is?
This is fan made, but Namor is it's the Marvel version of Aquaman.
Yeah,
and he's the villain in Black Panther. New Black Panther. Yeah.
So I'm excited for Namor.
He seems cool.
I mean, if they could fix Aquaman from a certain point of view.
If Amber Heard's not going to be in it.
Exactly. See, I knew there was an issue with her before all the trial shit came out. I was like, this movie sucks because of her. I knew it. And I rewatched it over and over because I still like Jason Momoa and what happens, but she
The
sucks.
damn Italy scene. She ruined the Italy scene.
Dude,
The love scene. It's horrible.
it's yeah.
It's that in
Reputa.
conjunction with having two villains, which always bothers me.
Yeah.
The double villain thing's always a pain in the ass. And then I just feel like they rushed Aquaman's story. Like, let it play out over 2 or 3 movies. Like, you don't have to get all into it right now.
It is weird that we only have one Aquaman.
I feel like there was some. Oh no, there's about to be another one.
How many? Yeah, but how many Wonder Woman movies that we're on 2, but they're making
Third one.
a third
slated.
one?
Yeah.
And she's been in she's obviously Aquaman's in Justice League. I don't know.
I haven't even really thought about DC in a minute.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. It's just like
I feel
can't.
like Wonder Woman is a shining star though. They really
Yep.
they tweaked that character and Gal kind of created her own, and it's worked so well for me. I'm really happy with her performance and the movies that they've put around her. Now, of course, the newer one, the 1984 one, it was a weird, but I still think she does well, and I love the way they portray her powers and her abilities, and
And a potential.
yeah, because she's a goddess, so she's up there with Thor.
Half goddess, yeah.
So I feel like if you put Thor and her next to each other, I way prefer Wonder Woman.
I don't know, man. Thor's had a lot of time to develop.
Thor is a laughingstock
He's
to me.
been what?
Outside of Ragnarok, he's just like a bumbling idiot most of the time. It's bad. I hate saying that, but
That's the point, man.
but that's
He's
not
a
the point.
spoiled rich kid.
I don't know.
He starts as
I like
he's the
darker-
prince, man. He's
I
a
like
spoiled-
darker characters. And it's like he lost everything, and then the next movie is like, you're like, you shouldn't be that happy.
That is a fair criticism.
You shouldn't be that happy. Everybody died.
But
Where
you
from
still
is
love
gone.
Ragnarok.
No, I've never loved it. It's a great movie. Yeah, I mean, it's
I'm just
we're
saying,
mincing
the
words. but-
proverbial you, as in like
yeah,
that's one of the Marvel community's favorites, I think.
I think I've seen it. I might have only seen it once. I might have to revisit that one.
Yeah, maybe he's just like laughing at his own pain. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I think if we put them next to each other, I'll choose Wonder Woman. Especially with the
interesting.
recent movies.
I would have like 3 years ago, but I think now I would pick Thor.
Yeah, I like Thor. I like the idea of Thor.
And I hated it too. The first Thor movie, I was like, man, this seems way out of left field for Marvel.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was me coming in not having read the comics. I didn't know how big Thor was in the comics.
I'm glad they fixed him the way he looks.
Yeah, and I was also not used to the Greek and Roman gods and things as superheroes. I had to warm up to that. But the first Thor movie, I mean, it was very theatrical. All the Asgard stuff is like very. So I don't know.
See, I do like the Asgard stuff.
I've warmed up to it.
It's Thor himself. That's
interesting. I told you haven't seen the new one yet. I assume?
I haven't, and honestly, that might be tainting my taint because I've heard that it's
Get your
just like
taint away from
it's
the
just
movie,
like a
dude.
comedy movie. It's a really weird one. That's all I've heard. So I don't want to go in with preconceptions, but I am.
I mean, yeah, it's a Marvel movie.
I've heard they just try to throw comedy in the whole fucking thing, and it's like, whoa.
That's the weird. So Marvel fans are turning into Star Wars fans with this movie.
Sure.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like the first 2 Thor movies were a little iffy on. Taika comes in and crushes it with Ragnarok, and we're like, oh yeah, Ragnarok's great. And then Taika does it again, and we're just like, oh well, no. Like it's the same thing that's happening. It's like that one was good, do it again. And then they do it again. It's like, no, do something different.
Yeah, I think there's a balance.
It
though.
happens all the time.
There's a balance. There's too much comedy in
I agree with that 100%.
in any movie. It just even in a comedy movie, I feel like you can get too much comedy, and it's like you do have to have those layers of drama,
Yeah,
regardless. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I will. So we'll move on. I guess I'm sure we might revisit, but I bought the novel of Rogue One. I'm
nice.
probably 50 pages in. and it's great. It stays pretty true to the movie. One thing I didn't realize is, until I read it, I didn't realize Jin visually sees her mother get killed. I've watched the movie so many times, but in my head, I remember
didn't either. I thought she was in the cave.
I thought she was in the cave too. And then I was reading it. I was like, oh my God, the book, they have Jin watch it. And I watched it while I was getting tatted yesterday. No, she's sitting there in the fucking grove and she watches it and then...
The grove. You went to KOTOR.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Whatever. I will be your doom!
How funny is that? You remember those fucking small things, dude.
But I was misremembering. I was the same as you. I read it in the book and I was like, oh shit, that adds so much to her character. And then when I was watching it, I was like, fuck, I just am an idiot. She's sitting right there. Yeah, she watches it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just piece things together differently. And I haven't seen it in a long time, so like, I don't trust my memory.
I've seen it so many times. Like in my head, Kira, or what's her name? Kira.
No, Lyra.
Lyra.
I don't know how to fucking.
And Jin, they go off.
Kira's from Solo.
They go off by themselves to hide from Krennic. I thought she dropped Jin off and then came back with the gun.
I thought she did too.
Yeah, but yeah, she just kind of like runs out and she leaves Jin in the fucking field and Jin just stays low. Yeah, I didn't.
And then she runs into the hiding place.
Yeah, she watches it and she goes, oh, and then she runs off.
Bollocks, dude. Yeah, I didn't remember that at all. Yeah, dude, I could have sworn she just kind of hid there and then until Saw Gerrera picked her up.
Yeah. It's pretty true. So 50 or 60 pages in, I'm at the point where Bodhi's getting captured by Saw. So I'm sure Borgullet's right down the street.
I would love to know what Borgullet sounds like in the book.
It just
feels like
gurgling.
Like.
I'm just telling you, that's how he sounds.
I'm still cracking up that you pulled out Grove out of your ass. Go through the metallic grounds to the Grove.
The other small stuff that they've added so far is her cellmate right at the beginning, where we see grown Jin in the jail.
Yeah.
Her cellmate and her talk back and forth, and the cellmate wants to kill her. That alien. She's like, tomorrow I'm fucking murdering you in the fields. So as they get shipped off, where K2SO, you're being saved or whatever. Congratulations. Yeah. There's a lot of animosity between Jin and her cellmate, because she's like, maybe this is how I die. We get out to the working fields or the labor camp, and she's just gonna murder me right there.
Jesus. I love when they go just look a little darker, man.
It is, yeah. It's pretty. It's staying pretty fucking true. But that's like something that I don't mind them cutting that out of the movie, and it's just like a little splash of in the novel.
Yeah.
Because that would have added 30 seconds of dialogue, and you're like, do we need to introduce this random alien that's only going to last a minute? No. So it made sense to me too.
Yeah, unless it gives you a little more of Jin kind of what she's going through, like how low she's fallen in life.
This is what I'll say. The movie,
tell me,
the pacing in that movie is top fucking notch.
I like it.
One of the best opening to a film, and they introduce Cassian, Bodhi, Jin, Galen, and K2 within like 15 fucking minutes. Yeah, and we understand who our main character is. We understand the struggle already, because the very opening scene, her dad gets captured, her mom gets killed. He's got to go build a blow-up death ball.
What?
And
giant deathticle.
I was watching a movie, and I was just keeping tabs on the time, and I was like, dude, this is 16 minutes in.
Yeah. And
we're already off the ring of Kaffrine. Like, he's already murdered that dude.
Yep.
The in-city city of Jeddah City, Jesus, battle was happening like 19 minutes in. I was like, this fucking gets going.
I'm with that, dude.
But that's like,
Solo did the same thing, I feel.
Yeah, I love it, because they're not holding our hands. This is it. Let's fucking go. And you're like, okay, and you just hold on. I love it. I feel like a lot of the other movies, they just slow play and they try to build random stuff through dialogue, and it's like, no. You don't have to explain the film to us.
Sometimes they do.
No, but that's the thing. You don't. There's different ways.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm not a filmmaker, but I feel like you're either really good at doing exposition through like action scenes without having to have someone just explain shit, and if you're not good at that, then you just have to have someone explain shit. So I don't know about it. I will say that was a big problem with the new Thor movie. A lot of just like, oh, this is happening and that's happening, and we have to go to this place to get this special weapon to do this. It was like, come on, man.
So, but the exposition happens. This is what I thought was beautiful. They went through all that, and then they explained the plot of the film in the interrogation scene with Mon Mothma. Once they capture Jin.
Yeah, when they're doing like the blueprints or whatever.
Yeah. Well, no. Before the blueprints, when
when
Cassian,
the council's like interrogating.
Yeah,
her,
they're like,
just like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Where's your father at?
Yep.
He's building a giant death ball. Who
Deathsicle.
do you know? Can we see Saw? And it's like to wrap all that explanation into this. It's beautiful, honestly, and it's like, oh, I completely think this would happen because the rebels are on edge and they're like, who can we trust? You know, clearly your dad's a devil.
He's working for the ISB. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's like,
I prefer that in movies. I'm like, just drop me into the world, and then let me figure it out as I go. Like that's why I love Game of Thrones so much. It's like it is a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But it's like they're not playing around with, like, oh, how are we gonna introduce all these characters? Like, they assume that you're smart enough to figure it out.
You will figure it out.
So you just get dropped. You're either gonna figure it out or you're gonna stop watching it. So you get dropped in, and then they might, take a little pause to explain stuff.
It's very Stephen King, though. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and explain it to you. This is a character that showed up. They killed a bunch of people.
That actually is very. I just reread The Gunslinger, and it's like,
there's nothing explained.
it starts off, he's going through the desert, he meets the dude in the hut, and then they sit down for dinner, and then he's like, oh, let me tell you what just happened last week. And then they go back and they do all the exposition from the town and the Man in Black and all that shit.
But they don't explain shit, because I remember at the beginning of that book, it's Wild West, feeling like 1850 something, and then they're talking about the Beatles, and you're like, what?
Oh, yeah.
The fuck is happening? And they're like, no.
No one drops in to explain, like, oh, this is actually like, there's multiple dimensions, and like the portal between them gets weak and things bleed over. It's just like, no, this dude's playing Hey Jude and the bar. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is.
It doesn't. I'm not going to explain it to you. Hey Jude's here now,
it out,
and
bro.
fucking do it. And you're like, yeah.
Maybe in the Dark Tower universe, I would actually like the Beatles.
Multiverse. What if there's multiple? Let's see. I don't know.
No, I still hate the Beatles. I just multiversed and I came back and I still don't like the Beatles.
I have a great appreciation for them, but I'm with you. There's music got much better.
I appreciate them, but I will not stop talking shit about it. I don't care. I'm sure there's people that feel that way about Metallica too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Whatever it is.
Even fans of Metallica are like, Metallica sucks.
Dude, I've been digging Reload, man.
I can't fathom.
I know I messaged that to you a couple weeks ago. I started listening to it because I was on the subreddit and someone was posting something about they were posting set lists, and recently they closed with Fixer. And I was like, man, I haven't listened to that shit in forever. So I went back and I was like, combing through the album, I was like, man, this is actually not bad.
Yeah, you can see the songwriting's there.
It's in the same vibe as Load, you just there's like three songs you can ditch.
It's B-side of Load, and you and I love Load, but I don't know. I've never even really liked Fuel. I thought that was one of their weakest, quote unquote, highlights. But
only because I hear it at the racetrack 1 million times when I was growing up. I was get over it.
It's got a lot of energy, especially for that time period. But it's like it's very repetitive, and it's not groundbreaking. There's no progression. It's just like fucking Fuel. Blah.
It's actually exactly what it sounds like. We might get copy struck on YouTube for
stricken.
The bot's gonna pick up that rendition of Fuel.
Fucking Fuel. Bop, bop, bop. Anyways, yeah, I've been dumping too much money into records. I sent you that thing because they were doing 30% off, and I was like, I can't pass this up. And when I was looking through, I was like, oh, look at that! Every time I die.
Thank you.
Did you order?
I got Low Teens and I got X Lives. Yeah. Their stuff is hard to find, and like usually if someone's if like a used, they're selling it.
Yeah.
Especially now that the band broke up,
Yep.
they're selling vinyls for like $200, man. It's insane.
Same
So,
thing
I
happened.
cannot
with,
believe. Yeah, I'm excited for those to show up.
Same thing happened with Black Dahlia. I can't find.
Yeah.
As soon as I got the record player, of course, he passes away, and it's like,
know.
well, fuck. Now I'm scrambling to grab. They have like 30 fucking albums.
Yeah,
Have you ever caught on to? We'll get back to nerdy shit.
we might not.
Have you ever caught on to that all of their albums are 3 syllables? It became like a joke.
Contagion.
No. Ritual, Nightbringer, Unhallowed, Miasma.
Oh, Unhallowed's the title. Sorry,
Yeah, they're all 3.
I never. Yeah, I've only heard like 2 of their albums, 3 of their albums.
Yeah, they're all 3 syllables. They became a thing, and they kind of just ran with it.
Interesting.
Yeah, Venomous. Yeah.
I like things like that, like where Metallica would do like the crazy song, then the title track, then the weird song, and then the ballad or whatever.
Yeah.
Not ballad, but One and
Yeah.
Sanitarium and all that. Fade to Black. What was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, the reason that I'm super annoyed with the Every Time I Die stuff is that they keep doing represses, and it's 100 copy limited press.
That's nothing.
It's like by the time I get an email that there's a new repress, I go to the website and it's sold out instantly. It's like, dude,
Even BT Bam does that.
100?
BT Bam's been doing 250 and 500, and I'm like, guys.
Come on, you have way more fans than that. dude.
Yeah.
Like, let's do 1,000 at least.
Yeah. But
Fuckers.
I guess that's the whole point of limited.
I know, but it makes it. I always hate when Star Wars does that kind of shit too.
Yeah.
You know, like your hardcore fans want that shit.
Yeah. I mean, if
Like I can't be
it-
monitoring the subreddit
but
at
at-
all hours.
But at the same time, if you were able to get your hands on a limited one and be like, oh, 1 of 100, bitch.
That's true.
So you're just mad you didn't get him.
Fuck.
J-Rod shared something with Beast Wars. I didn't even click on it. I just saw
Oh yeah.
Transformers Beasts.
Yeah, it's like Rise of the Beast or something like that.
Guys,
So we're talking about Beast Wars last week. You bought those action figures.
I opened one of them. I opened up the shark.
And I was wondering to myself, like, why are those
Yeah.
in the
It
aisle?
was super random. It's almost like Walmart was supposed to hold those back until they released the information about the movie or the show.
Yeah, Dad. And so, what did we discover here? Transformers, Beast Wars. Nope, Geast Wars. Beast Wars movie. No, give me the fucking real listing. All right, let me turn this on.
Rise of the Beasts.
Okay.
Upcoming science fiction action film based on toy
Sequel
line.
to Bumblebee.
Influenced,
It's the 7th installment of Transformers. There's 7?
but it's influenced by the Beast Wars storyline.
I didn't know there were 7 already. Yeah. We'll center around Optimus Prime in '94 in New York City, Peru, Machu Picchu. That's all it says.
I mean, obviously, this is just gonna strike the nostalgia chord, so I'll go see it. But the shitty thing is, I haven't seen the 6 other ones that led up to it, so
I know.
I should probably catch up.
Pushed to June 9th. I saw the first 2. My little brother, when these first started coming out, he was very young, so he was obsessed. So I watched the first 2 in theaters with him, but I haven't seen the rest of them. Mark Wahlberg got swept into it, didn't he? Isn't he?
Isn't he in the second one?
Main character? He might be. It's been that long.
I might have seen 2 of them now. I liked them. It was just very repetitive, slow motion tumbling, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how I could watch 7 of them.
That's the issue.
But
But
I get the first.
Rise of the Beasts, man, I'm ready.
That's cool.
Ready and willing. I can't believe they're going that far. When are they gonna do a Power Rangers movie?
Oh, I just saw a release
They did
from
one just
Comic-Con.
a couple of years ago.
No, they
Fucking
did.
asshole.
No, they did. But I swear I saw an article that came out of Comic-Con last week that said a sequel to Power Rangers and a new Ninja Turtles movie are coming soon.
That's it.
I swear I saw that. And something that you shared a couple months ago is finally about to come out. The collection of all the old Ninja Turtles video games.
Oh yeah.
It's got a release. I think it comes out in like August
I think
or
it's
October
already out.
maybe.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga collection, baby. And actually, as you walked in here, I'm just going all over the place. You walked in here, showed off your new tattoo, and I was like, oh yeah, I started to get mine scheduled, and it's going to be a Ninja Turtles one, so I'm excited.
I think it's available, man. You can buy the Kawawonga.
Click on it though. It's probably just going to tell you it's a pre-order. I bet. Sorry, you guys can't see this because
It's for Switch. Nope. Oh, pre-order right there. Finally.
Yeah. Does it say?
September 2nd.
September. Okay. Hey, it's around my birthday time. Hey,
dude.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe it's the end of July already. Summer's like...
We say that every year.
I know.
And then afterwards, I'm like, I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm such an old person. I say that every year, too. Now I'm saying it. This is so meta.
Now you're complaining about you saying it every year.
It's very meta. I should make a franchise about that.
I suck.
Fuck time.
I suck so bad, I should direct a Star Wars movie.
They would cancel it halfway through. All right, well, I guess we should talk about the elephant in the room. I mean, the bantha in the room.
It's raining.
It always fucking rains when we do an in-person podcast, dude. There's multiple episodes where you listen back from way back in the day.
It just sounds like a war going on.
It's ridiculous. Goddamn soundproofing does not exist. So yeah, news came out yesterday that the KOTOR remake is
put on hold
indefinitely. Definitely not happening from the studio that it's on right now, Aspire Media, and may get picked up by a different game studio, but is at the moment it's on hold indefinitely. How does that make you feel in your soul from a certain point of view?
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna be civil about this.
I'm not.
It sucks and I'm pissed, but if they were to keep going with it and force it and it came out as a shitty game, we would not complain about them doing this now. If they're cutting cords and they're like, look, what you guys have put in front of us sucks. We can't do this.
That's true.
So I'm pissed, but I feel like in the game realm, games take so fucking long to create anyways.
Especially nowadays.
They prematurely launch that shit. They shouldn't have even told us.
They prematurely launch everything. That's the problem. That's why I'm so mad.
Yeah.
And I think you're onto something because in one of these articles, it was saying that the studio wanted it out by the end of the year, and the developers were telling them like maybe 24, like we're that far away.
Yeah.
And the studio wanted to push it out like as fast as possible. So that could be it. The developers are like, it's not going to work. And then they're like, all right, well, you're fired and we're going to cancel this then. That's kind of what it sounded like from what I think I watched the Star Wars Explained kind of recap. That's what they went through.
Dude, maybe the game developers were really putting a lot of time and effort into it because they're like, this is the holy grail.
Right,
We're
I
gonna
grew
do it
up
right.
playing this. That's why I'm a game developer.
And Disney's like, no, next week. Have it
No,
done.
I don't
You're
know
like,
if it's them as much as it is like the owners of the game studio.
I
don't know how the chain of command works.
But dude, games take like 4 or 5 years sometimes, especially big ones. Now, KOTOR's, you're not reinventing the wheel. You got the storyline, you got the characters. Of course, I know CGI-wise, you have to probably build the game from square one, but I don't know.
I don't know if we talked about this when Eclipse got canceled. But
that website's still up. I went to it not too long ago.
I guess what they do, this is a whole trend. Brack in the house.
Just
Brack in the house.
this is me when someone cancels Star Wars.
You're like mildly happy about it?
No, I'm just like,
He looks kind of happy. He looks indifferent. I expected this, and I am not mad.
triggered.
So I think this is a thing that studios do because they're trying to attract talent to work on the game. I don't know if we covered that, but I was watching a bunch of recaps about this, and then also I saw something about Elder Scrolls 6 and the next Fallout game and etc. from Bethesda, and they were like, the studio will make an amazing trailer and get everyone hyped about the game and try to attract new developers to come on staff to help them work on it. So it's almost like a promo for like the job openings as much as it is for the game itself.
They're shooting themselves in the foot, and you know this, but it's like,
yeah, but that's what they did with the clips, and it seems like that's what they did with KOTOR. It's like, look at this beautiful picture of Revan. Now come work for our studio so we can make this game. It's just trash. It's just fucking... The video game industry is already in a weird state with
Yeah.
half of the games coming out completely unfinished and broken, or like dying after. I was talking about Battlefield. It's like 2042 just died after like a month. So it's just frustrating, and then they get it's even worse for Star Wars fans because all we've had is Battlefront and Squadrons, and Fallen Order was good, but like it's just been plagued for years with the same thing, and then we're finally like KOTOR remake, like finally this is the light in the dark. We're finally gonna get a good game, even though it's a remake. I'll do it because it's KOTOR, and then it gets fucking canned.
You know what the groundbreaking thing is going to be
shit
for
canned, dude.
The next groundbreaking thing for games is going to be the next style of game. What I mean by that is late 90s first-person shooters became a thing.
Yeah,
and look at them running. But we've now gotten to the point it's like,
new
well,
format, yeah.
we need a new format. I don't know what that is. I don't know if we can get there, but something needs to happen to launch another 20 years of great video games, because we're rehashing shit that's 20 years old, dude. I want an update of KOTOR, but there's got to be a change, whether it's VR or something along those lines. I don't know. We need a hard change.
I agree. It's weird though. Just like this goes back to the Marvel thing and the Star Wars thing, everything. It's like how things cycle. It's like,
Yeah.
we want nostalgia. Like remakes are so popular now in Hollywood and everything else. Like
Yeah.
when do brand new IPs like sneak through and become a giant cult hit?
Well, the issue
Like Elden Ring and stuff.
the issue is they don't become big enough because we're not familiar with that. It's our own fault. I mean, I guarantee you
But they can.
there's great fucking games out there right now that we just can't find because everything's pushing towards, hey, another Call of Duty. Hey, more
yeah,
Star
but
Wars stuff.
if it's that good, like I hate Fortnite, but Fortnite.
Yeah, Minecraft, groundbreaking.
Exactly, Minecraft. Brand new type of game.
But yeah, you're right. But that's more like platform. That's not even like the gameplay. Like the gameplay's average at best. But it's what you can do in the game. Like, yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's great.
Right.
Point being, I guarantee you there's games out there that we need to find. What I need to do is just do like Game Pass and try a game for like a week and decide, am I going to continue this or try another one? I need to get in a habit, or we can stretch it out maybe a month, because I obviously jump on maybe an hour here or there.
Yeah.
Give it a true test, but that's I'm gonna probably try to dedicate myself, because I do games still fairly regularly. I'll throw on and I'll do like an hour in Elden Ring after the kid goes to bed.
The Kid. Billy the Kid. Yeah, man, I'm so sparse with it right now that I'm like, I guess I'm lucky because I'm not like looking for a game or trying a bunch of new games. It's like I got Elden Ring and I got Overwatch. And that's it.
I mean, I've always been more. I play more games than you.
You were more exploratory.
Yeah,
than
because
me.
I've done the Blasphemous. I've done the Far Cries. All three of them, that the more recent ones. So I've.
Well,
and
maybe
played
it's
through.
for reasons like this. It's like I need to be really sure that this game is gonna pop. I'll spend $60 on it and play it. Like I wait for like the big ones that are gonna come.
Well, that's a good thing about Game Pass. Like,
True. That's true.
I downloaded
I
Borderlands.
think I still pay for Game Pass.
I downloaded Borderlands for free and loved it, and then I found it on sale, like 4 of them in a bundle for like $10. I was like, how am I not gonna get that?
Yeah.
It's not even it's a unique, fun game. Why the fuck would I do it?
Fuck
So-
yeah, dude.
The other one that I need to play, I know I've been constantly yelled at by the wife, is God of War, because I don't play PlayStation. But I know I'd love the game if I just busted out and bit the bullet and just played, but I just haven't got there yet.
I'm not a fan of those like action games. Like I played Assassin's Creed back in the day, and like I enjoyed it then, and I even got a little into the Egypt one, mostly because I loved Egypt. But like Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, God of War, I don't know if I like that style. Like even Arkham Asylum, like
Yeah, the Arkham games.
I love it because it's Batman, but I haven't really had the urge to go back and revisit it. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I think I agree with you because any of the Assassin's Creed games, they never really clicked. I enjoy them. Actually, I lie. I've only played one of them, and I've downloaded like the trio of Ezio, the Ezio storyline.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got like 80% of the way through it, and then I just dropped it because I was like, I'm doing the same jumping and flipping.
It is just very repetitive, yeah. I mean, every game's repetitive at the end of the day, but
no.
Even Skyrim's repetitive at the end of the day.
Elden Ring's not
It is.
repetitive.
It is. If you break it down, it is. It's only your second time through, so it's still new. It's still fucking brand new again.
I don't even know what percentage. I'm on my second character now. I'm to where I was before.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, first of all, I'm not blindly rambling now. I know the map, so that helps so much. And I know the weaknesses of a lot of the guys I'm going up against. So I've been kind of just blowing through it.
Second playthrough is a totally different thing. Yeah.
And I fucked Margit, the next dragon arm bitch.
What?
But it's like that dragon arm.
Godric.
You
had sex with all of the Godrics?
Blew them all.
He's got so many arms, dude.
But I know with my first playthrough, I had to have you and Tommy Boy jump on to help me through that. I mean, I died quite a few times, but I handled it and I moved on.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get used to that style in general.
Weird. Oddly enough, I had to drop my shield to beat him. I just went single-handed.
You didn't even double hand the weapon?
No. Wait, how do you double hand the weapon?
You hold A and then you tap either the right or the left bumper and you two-hand it.
Oh. See, I've been single-hand swinging.
Oh, yeah, you're learning fucking new ways.
And I'm strength. I'm a strength build, too.
So, yeah, either build up your endurance and do sword and shield and, like, be cautious, or two-hand a weapon and just go fucking berserk.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
Two-hand it and then just roll out of the way.
So you don't
smash, roll, smash, roll, smash.
You don't go into your equipment and, like, apply it to left and right. It's...
Any weapon that you have, yeah, you can two-hand a shield, too. You just two-hand your left slot and you're two-handing a shield and you just, like, bash people with it.
I could do that. Pretty aggressive with my shield.
You can't two-hand... I don't think you can two-hand any of the magic stuff. But yeah, any sword or whatever, it adds... I don't remember exactly what the percentage is, but it just increases, like, your attack.
Fuck, I've been fucking people up even single-handed, so that'll go a long way.
I love strength build, man. Now I want to go home and play, dude.
It's so much easier. I was fucking around with those close attacks with the other dude.
Yeah, Assassin's hard. Assassin, Bandit, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
It's fun. It's a beautiful game, and I've even gotten into other corners of the map that I wasn't before already, and it's like shit blows my mind.
Get blown in Elden Ring.
Get blown.
It's so fun, dude. I did not beat the final boss, but I was like, I was inspired to pick it back up, and I'm just gonna start a brand new character.
I've got to be in the first 25% of the game still. I'm still on the western coast going up.
My first character is 113 hours. I had just gotten to the final boss. It's a very long game.
Yeah, I love that though.
Extremely long. Me too. I was surprised too because I was like, I know how long. I played the first one and the third one a lot. So like I know how long that I'm used to for like a FromSoft game, and Elden Ring just kept going. Like there's just still more shit. It's crazy, dude.
Oddly enough,
it's a feat. It's an achievement, dude.
Oddly enough, even for Blasphemous being a side scroller, I felt the same way about that. I was like, dude, this is still going.
Just kept rolling, yeah.
Because it would build on top of itself. So you would have sections, and then you'd go up a ladder, and then but it was an entire map.
Yeah.
So you would see little breaks in the map where you knew you could go up or right or down. So they would give you like little doorways in your map. So you knew like, okay, I see 4 places I could keep going. But
yeah,
I was pleasantly surprised with that move, and it loops back around to itself a lot, just exactly how Dark Souls is.
Yeah,
where a lot of times the elevator will be like, oh, okay, now I have access to, I can pass through that area.
That shortcut. Yeah.
If you guys are side scroller fans, and if you like Dark Souls, Jesus, Blasphemous is it, man. It's a slasher, man.
Slasher, dude. Yeah. Get slashed.
Get halved, bruh. Yeah.
Well, everything's canceled except for Marvel stuff. So we're Marvel fans. This is a Marvel podcast now. That's how it's going to be moving forward. Listen, we'll see. I'm still excited for Andor.
Absolutely.
They released a second trailer, I think, at Comic-Con, and I am looking forward to that show.
Absolutely. I am too. I every time I rewatch Rogue One, or now that I'm in the book, I have so much more appreciation for him because he is the living rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is it. And he's making crazy decisions. Dude, the first thing we see him in, hiding from on that Ring of Catherine where he's meeting that guy with the bum arm.
Gotta kill my informant.
Not only does he murder 2 stormtroopers right there, he turns around and he's like, well, the only way out here is to climb up. And he looks over, he's like, well,
this guy's not gonna make it.
Yeah, this guy's not gonna make it. He's either gonna get both of us captured or killed. So, boom, you're dead.
Jeez.
And then he climbs the fuck out of there, and it's like,
Kind of forgot about that for a second.
dude, that's so dark.
I know
it's
it
like,
happens, but it is dark.
But he walks back to the rebellion.
That's a James Bond thing.
Yeah, he walks back to the. Actually, it's on Yavin.
Yeah.
Where they confront Jin, and he's standing there with all the good guys, and you're like, dude, he's got blood on his fucking hands.
Everyone does.
I
One
love
way
it
or
though,
another.
because well, you say that, but we've never seen that.
Well, exactly. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I'm excited for the show.
And even the Jedi have blood on their hands. That's why it's weird to me that the rebellion, resistance, they got to where they are, and we haven't seen that aspect of them.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the sacrifice. I think Rogue One does that so well, but yeah, I know you guys. Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Fuck. Powerful words from Mopar.
It is. The build of the movie alone.
I love people making a stand, dude. I'm with it.
The
I like
pacing
just,
of it, the pacing of it, the story of it.
Throw it out there, baby.
It makes everything around it better. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's familiar yet new.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do you do that in Star Wars? We just complained about that. It's right in the middle of the era that I despise, and it's like, but they fucking did it
Yeah,
right.
so that makes me even more confused.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you get that balance?
There is a balance, and Gareth Edwards got it. He understood.
Is the fan base only ready for that balance once in a while, man? That's the thing I keep going back to. It's like the Thor Ragnarok to Thor Love and Thunder. It's like Marvel fans, for whatever reason, needed that comedic edge in Ragnarok for that movie, and now we love it. And then you try to replicate it again, and it's like, I feel like the fandom's in a different season, and like they don't want that.
But I mean, I'm talking about out of my ass because I haven't seen the new one, but Thor's supposed to advance as a character and grow as a character, and I think people feel like, oh, he's just kind of back to that bumbling idiot after all the shit that he's gone through, and it's like,
I disagree.
everybody
with that.
died.
Well, what are you gonna
His
do?
home blew up.
Either kill yourself or like make jokes about it. Like, what are you gonna do at the
I
end
get
of the
it.
day?
I get it. But yeah, Rogue One, I'll sit and watch Rogue One, and you could throw me in the middle of it, and I'm still fucking hyped. It doesn't even need to have the Vader scene in it. That's not saving anything for me. It's not even. That's just fucking.
scene.
That is the cherry,
The marriage
dude.
cherry
It's
on the top.
so
Baby.
good, dude. The cinematography of it.
When
When they introduce when they introduce a Star Destroyer, when they have that light or the sun or whatever's
The Death Star?
glowing on it. No, it's the Star Destroyer in front of the Death
No,
Star.
the
They
Death Star's blocking it out, I think, right?
oh maybe
The shadow.
but the light shows on it, and you're like, dude, so familiar. And then they
Yeah.
like zoom out, and you're like, oh
know.
fuck.
I
And they're
know.
putting the dish in, and Tarkin looks great. And fuck you guys who say otherwise. He looks so fucking good.
Yeah, who was talking shit about that? Witch Hunter? Is that you, Witch Hunter?
He looks so good.
I don't want to hear anything about it.
The only one thing that I thought that I'll still hold is I thought Leia looks off at the end, but it's such the smallest,
I agree with that, and it's so quick.
and it's so fucking. It doesn't even matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
I still say they should have just left it, shot the back of her, and she can still say hope, but like you don't see her face, like you just see the
Yeah.
back. Like that would have been nice. Would have been a nice touch.
Yeah. Or
And
just
then
give-
of course
give
we
us
get
a
to
scene.
Rise of Skywalker, and then it's like, oh, Luke and Leia are both in here. DH CGI.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Star Wars and stuff. I don't know, man.
I also like the rebellion being in shambles. Like, it's not even itself yet. Like, the rebellion council doesn't even agree that we should all go to Scarif and do shit, and they break off and they're like, nope, fuck it, these 12 people are going,
And that's
then
like
other people,
the day.
dude, that's so cool.
And we keep getting more and more of that, like in Rebels and things.
We see the domino. Rogue One was the push.
Yes.
I mean, the group that they called themselves Rogue One. Rogue One was the push. They went off and fucking made a difference.
Yeah.
And everybody else is like,
Well, it's like everything's poised, and they're like, should we do this? Should we fight here? We're not sure. And then, yeah, this ragtag group kind of forces everyone into the battle, and it's like, oh, now this is a real rebellion.
but it's not just a rag. Well, okay.
It is.
It is a true ragtag.
Truly.
Because there is serious drama and tension between, like, Jyn and Cassian. Cassian wanted to murder her dad.
Yeah, I love it.
And then, got K2 throwing jabs at everybody, physically and verbally. Like, he's just like, this bitch has a gun. Does anybody see this shit? He basically says that. Remember that?
Hey, that's the exact line. Not a protocol droid, he's a shit talking droid.
I love it. And we get to see the fucking ATST do battle in Jeddah City. I've never seen an ATST
Do
blow shit
anything
up.
other than get hit by rocks.
Not only fucking all of that, what I just said about the rebellion, but you have the Saw Gerrera aspect, who are just like guerrilla murderers who hate the Empire.
Yep.
They lump them in with the rebellion, but even like their true
kinda hate
rebellion,
the rebellion, yeah.
they're not,
Or
they're at
vice
odds
versa.
too.
Yeah.
And you see Cassian shoot one of their motherfuckers, so there's even more added tension. You're like,
Yeah.
dude, every corner of this fucking movie is great. I love it. It even has the goofy video game thing where they're looking for the right disc in it, and it's like, that's such a Star Wars thing to put in there.
Yep.
Like, you have all this technology and spaceships, but you still have to physically go grab the drive, and it's
Gotta
like,
find the Blu-ray.
I love it. It's quirky, and then you have to break into the. You guys know. I'm just. I
love you. Hey, starting with an angry rant and then going on a positive rant.
It's.
It makes me happy. I like it.
Yeah. It's it. It's it.
It's a puzzle that needs to be solved. Like, how did that hit differently, and why did it hit differently in that year?
It's because the
2016?
filmmaking and the production is perfect in that fucking movie.
I agree with you.
I think I like
But I
episode
don't-
3's story better.
I don't think that's the reason.
I like episode 3's story better. I like the episode 3's consequences better. I like episode 3's characters better.
Yeah.
But because Rogue One is put together exactly how it should have been, I think it overtakes 3, and it's like, I'm not mad at myself for that, because it's.
I mean, I
even-
definitely like that. I
even
just don't think that's the reason.
Okay, what is the reason?
I don't know. That's what I mean. I'm trying to I'm exploratory.
It's familiar and new. That if you want to strip it all the way down,
Right,
it's
but if they do that too often, then we're gonna get sick of it, and then we're not gonna like it anymore. That's what I mean. It's like,
what are you saying? A good produced movie, a good directed movie is going to be crap?
Yeah.
No, you're wrong.
yeah.
You're wrong. Make a great
don't
movie.
know,
Just make it
man.
a Star Wars movie.
There's some weird psychology shit that happens with fans.
No. The issue is people treat Star Wars differently, and they shouldn't. Create a fucking good movie. Just make it a Star Wars movie. There's no rules. I hate when there's rules.
I agree with that part.
Dude,
Yeah.
make a fucking great movie.
Just
Don't-
keep making shit.
Fuck
Pump it out.
fuck the fans. Fuck the fan service stuff.
I agree with this. I'm with
You
you
know
on
how you
this.
create fan service? Make an epic fucking movie. And make me care about the characters that you're telling the story about.
I love it, dude.
It's very simple.
We're gonna have to clip that shit and put that on your application to Bobby Iger.
Make movies.
Make the fucking films. Shoot the cameras.
It's look, I'm getting dizzy because I'm so fucking.
I'm with you on all this. I'm just trying. I think there's an element of like the way the fans feel about the franchise when a film comes out, no matter how good the film is going to influence how it gets perceived.
Absolutely.
So like if we're feeling a certain type of way when Solo comes out after Last Jedi, the reaction and the box office has nothing to do with the quality of the movie. It's all based on how the fans feel about it, which is unfortunate, but I think it's true.
The current, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened with Solo. It's what happens with.
They also shot
A bunch of
themselves in
shit.
the foot by releasing 2 movies like 2 months apart.
As we watch Marvel release 4 movies a year.
Especially, like you said, especially coming off of the split opinion of Episode 8.
But how could they have planned for that?
That's
crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
I still love 8, man. There's some weak shit, but I still love it.
I agree. I agree.
It's really good, and it really... man.
There's really, really good aspects to 8. Like, top fucking notch of Star Wars. But then you have the lows, and you're like, whoa, what happened there? We went from way the fuck up here to...
Yeah.
It feels just disjointed. I think I've said that multiple times, but I love 8 too, but... yeah. It's almost like one aspect of it. Like, they botched the editing of the movie, and it just fucked it up. Like, the space... I don't know. It just feel like...
At least it was different.
It was.
Here's something for you. Back to our... We'll wrap it around to this part of the conversation from the beginning of the episode and then close it down. Where you were talking about how they always have to incorporate some old shit into the new movies to make it work.
That's what they feel like they have to do, but go ahead.
But what happened in Last Jedi? What was pulled from old stuff to kind of recycle to use in the movie? I feel like it was pretty much all original stuff from Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree. I think they pushed...
That might be like one of the exceptions.
I think they pushed forward not only with the characters, but the technology. We saw those AT-ATs, what are they, ATM-4s or M6s or whatever. Like, they're familiar enough, but they're clearly crazy bad at... Like, it was an obvious advancement of technology. And you're like...
Snoke's ship was a giant boomerang. But like the Force dyad and the connection between Rey and Kylo, like I feel like that is a new idea based on those characters. Not like, oh, this one book had this thing in here, let me throw it into the movie.
But he also pushed our preconceptions of Luke, which even Mark Hamill...
That's some of my favorite stuff.
Even Mark Hamill himself was questioning. Everybody always points to that one interview where he's like...
But that's what should be happening.
Yeah.
People should be on set and they should be like, is this right?
Luke's this way now?
And then director would be like, yes, fucking do it and print it. Like, that's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
The problem is I feel like Star Wars fans were not ready for that shit.
They're not ready for change.
Fuckers, dude.
Yeah. That's all we need is change, man. That's what the fuck. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. It's weird because Rogue One does all of that well. It's super familiar.
It's just missing like the heavy Force elements.
But it's like it's still exploratory in I mean, with Chirrut, you're like, okay.
No, I'm with you with Chirrut, but I think the reason that the highs of Last Jedi are so high is because you have Kylo, you have Rey, you have old Luke, and they're getting like philosophical about the Force. Kylo is like at his most savage.
Yeah.
The Force dyad connection is crazy. All that stuff, like it, because I feel like a lot of times where like the Force and like the Jedi and Sith stuff, that is the peak of Star Wars. And like we love the military stuff and we love the droids and the ships and everything, but I feel like the Force always floats at the top.
Well, that's what separates Star Wars from everything else.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if they didn't have the Force, it would be Star Trek. Yeah. It'd be all politics and military. I think the Force adds a whole nother dimension.
And Rogue One just has like a sprinkling of that.
But it's cool because the characters shouldn't have anything to do with the Force.
Right.
But they are still, she has that crystal.
Yep.
May the Force, trust the Force or whatever her mom says.
All it is the Force wills it.
And then you throw Chirrut in there. And it's like, even everyday scrubs like these people are not only making a difference, but have an idea of this energy and what we can and can do with it. So it's still present. But I'm glad they didn't take it too far because these shitheads should not have anything to do with it. They should just be more questioning it. Like, I don't know what it means, but...
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Luck.
From a certain point of view, something? The Jedi are all gone. The Jedi are all extinct.
Yeah.
I don't think he exists anymore. All right.
Jyn Erso. Jyn Erso's a sexy woman, too. They've always done the sexiness right in Star Wars. I'm looking at Leia and Jyn and Padme. It's all very beautiful women. I don't know why I'm going there, but I was watching it. I was watching Rogue One, and I'm like, God, she's a pretty girl. She's I like it. Mopar likes women.
I
Yeah.
agree with you. I
Yeah.
agree. I just think that is a weird way to end it.
Yeah. No, I remember specifically thinking that just like yesterday when I was watching. I was like, God, she. Not only is she a badass, because she in that Jeddah City battle, she does some crazy shit.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like, dude,
She's not fucking around.
she's not fucking around.
She's not playing at war, dude. She's doing war.
She's been here and done this. Get the fuck out.
Well, everyone,
On that note, we're gonna go get some chicken sandwiches.
everything's canceled, and we are watching Marvel now.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in.
Who's the sexiest Star Wars?
30 what? What?
Who's the sexiest Star Wars woman?
Ayla Shakira.
Just making sure we're on the same page.
Maybe I was gonna say like Padme first, but
I have a
I'll
weird.
put them
I
neck
have
and
a
neck.
I have a weird thing with Padme. I don't. She's a very pretty woman, but like the complete opposite of my body type. But she's a very flat.
they gotta have
stick.
tentacles on the back.
She's
Blue,
tail.
at least blue, maybe green. Yeah, I see that. I mean, if you're in Star Wars, like, why not go for the alien? You know,
Dude, Leia, Prime Leia, man. Carrie Fisher had something that none of the other Star Wars girls had. I don't know what it is, but very homegrown girl next door.
fucking, she was probably high as fuck.
That's why. All right, guys. Sexy Star Wars chat.
Episode 309. Thank you all for checking it out.
309.
We're very geeked for Marvel.
Yeah.
And
I
we
am
will
excited
keep our
for-
eyes on like what's happening with Star Wars video games. I have no fucking clue, but
I'm excited for Phase 5. I know my excitement's a little less than all the other ones, and we said that, but at least we know what's ahead of us, and we know it's going to be made.
Yes, sir.
Happen.
Oh. Happen.
Obi-Wan.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Because of what you've done.
What you thought about potentially doing, maybe. All right. If anyone's still live with us, thank you. Appreciate it. Dig it. And we will catch you, I don't know, next Monday, maybe?
Check you later.